Good morning, people, to another Halloween day, another October day. The sun is shining in Denmark today because that October is this month of the transformation that we are going through. They're preparing for the new. I talked about this in a video where I spoke about the crystal onyx, so if you want to know more about that, I will link it on the top of the corner of the screen. We are more empathic during this time. We are tapping into our own powers, which is actually very beautiful. It's very transforming, it's very healing. And that's why I wanted to do a video where I talk about tips and where I talk about herbs you can use that can help you and guide you through this transition. One thing that's very important, especially during a time of transformation. A time of transformation not only for us but also for things around us. No matter if you are moving into autumn or winter or summer, there is a transformation happening because your body is getting used to the new season. So it's very important to practice meditation, to put bright light bright light around you, especially if you are in a country where you are stepping into winter, where it gets colder, it gets darker, the days get shorter, it's earlier night, it's dark when you wake up. Really protect yourself and put this white light around you. And the easiest way to do this is by going into a meditative state. It doesn't have to take forever. Just sit down, quiet your mind, make some breathing exercises and visualize this light coming from the ground and soaking all the way up through your whole entire body. And you can do this by sitting, laying, standing. You can do it before you actually get up in the morning. So it's a very good morning tip, but you can also do it at night. You can do it at any time where you feel like it. You can visualize a white light, a bright yellow light, sparkles. You can use the rainbow colors. You can use a color connected to one of your chakras. Another tip that I want to share with you when it comes to the morning: drink ice cold water because it wakes up your inside. I have had a tendency to drink coffee first thing in the morning, and recently I have been feeling a little wonky. My body felt wonky when I did that, so I tried to drink ice cold water first thing before anything, and it really helped. It does something. So ice cold water in the morning. Then you can drink your coffee or your tea. Speaking about, I have my chocolate kind of thing that I think is about to be cold. But it's so good. I think it's high. I actually think I have them here, yeah. It's this. It is absolutely delicious. I can feel that my body and mind is preparing for the Christmas time already. It's so strange because I am, you know, I love Halloween, I love autumn, but there's something that makes me excited for Christmas, which, you know, if you know my story, if you know what happened to me in January with my mom passing away, it should actually be like something that I fear, the first Christmas without her. And it is going to be sad, but I know that I'm surrounded by, you know, my whole entire family because we're going to get together. So it's going to be a time of celebration. And for me, having this feeling of not fearing the cold, because that in Denmark we are moving into winter, above everything that has happened, is just very, very beautiful. Another thing you can use is Marigolds, and I'm going to use pictures, and I'm sorry if I pronounce some of these flowers or crystals or whatever it is incorrect. Wrongly. With this flower we celebrate the death of what's no longer serving us, what needs to go. It reminds me of the death card, and you can do rituals with the petals. You can put them on objects like sympathetic magic. I have done a ton of videos with that. There is a lot of videos in the Halloween series that I have done as well, so I will link the playlist up here. But you can put them, spread them around your altar, in your home, above the door, underneath your pillow, to help you really, you know, get rid of what no longer serves you. Especially when it comes to dreaming, when it comes to nighttime, because when we sleep, our mind is just more cooperative. Can I say that? Yeah. Because our ego shuts down in a way, which is actually interesting to think about, that it's a natural thing for us to let go of the ego when we sleep. So it's something that marigolds can actually help you with. Yeah. So you can use it fresh, dried. I use it dried because it's the easiest for me to get a hold of. Yeah. It's a long time since I used it, so I will see if I can get hold of it. It might not be in this month, but then, you know, in the next month, because we have 2 months of this year, right? And we are moving into a very powerful year with the 2022. Another thing obviously is be mindful, be selective with who you share your sacred space with, your sacred presence, your light body, your body, mind and soul. Also another thing that's very important, especially this year, especially in October, is hold on to your dreams and desires. Also, if there's good news, hold on to them and be selective with who you share these news with. And like I said, set boundaries. Keep your mind open. Keep your third eye open. Try to be as sharp as possible. I can see it in the corner of my eye, the candle that I have here keeps flickering. This one, it keeps flickering like crazy. So I feel that is a major sign. Another herb you can use is lemon balm. And they used it in the old days, in the old ages, where they stepped it, you know, when they, what do you call that? When you make wine and they smash it down with their feet, they use lemon balm with that. So they mixed it in the wine and they stepped on it, barefooted, because again, being barefooted is being very connected with spirit, being connected with your earth star, being connected with your higher self, with the universe. So this lemon balm helps you lift your spirit. It helps lift your vibrations. Do your research with these herbs, because some of them you can burn, some of them you can use for tea. If anyone knows, share your tips and tricks in the comment with all of us, because to learn new things about herbs is amazing. But once again, you can have them laying around. Sympathetic magic is kind of magic, the kind of magic that I like to use. Lemon balm also helps restoring your nervous system. It restores your cells. It helps heal physical and mental wounds, old experiences, old anger, old sad memories, whatever memories is holding you back from actually proceeding. Lemon balm is amazing with that. It's a very spiritual herb, a flower, or whatever you call it. Another thing is always to use crystals, and we spoke about like onyx. You can use black obsidian, snowflake obsidian, black tourmaline, black quartz, to help you be protected from spiritual attacks, because obviously in this time especially in this age where we're moving out of the competitive energy. There is this energy of people being jealous. Oh, the candle flickered with that, so that's a confirmation. And jealousy is a form of anger. It's a form of fear. So it's, the candle keeps flickering. So using crystals to really block that off is so helpful during this time. It removes radiation, it removes negative energy. Again, no matter if it's negative energy from your ego or from an old enemy. Yeah, the candle flickered again. What? An old energy. That's what I want to say. Another thing is that you can tune into the energy symbol of a snake. It is a medieval old symbol of being connected with self, shedding the old skin, moving slowly but surely into the future. It helps you remember that you have the power to transform whatever happened, whatever happens. Another flower, and I don't know if I pronounce this right, but I'm going to write it on the screen, is St. Johns Wort. It is a very bright energy. It keeps away negative forces, dark entities or nasty entities. Again, the well is open, right? So we do have to be bright. Again, lift our spirit up so that we don't attract the negative or the sadness. It's very important during this time, especially if you are empathic. It keeps you in a positive, steady energy. It's a very easy flowing energy. The other one, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and this is one that I found online. Last time I did a video about herbs, it's some time ago. I will write it here. Not even going to try to pronounce that one. This is a very powerful magical one because this helps you remember not to attract narcissistic people or narcissistic energies on your journey. It's that simple and it is that powerful. Another good one is Rosemary, because it helps you become crystal clear about your own emotions and other people's emotions. Again, empaths does have a tendency to take on other people's energies and emotions, so it helps you really be sure that if you feel sad or angry or something, that it might actually be from someone else, and it doesn't have to be someone that's close to you. It can be someone who you are connected to in one way or another. It can be a soulmate, it can be a friend, it can be a family member, it can be a child. Another thing is realizing that you actually have healing hands. Your hands are the most magical tool besides your mind, besides your third eye. So put them on your body. If there is something, if there is aches or anxiety or fear or whatever it is, use your hands. Put your hands, place your hands on yourself, on your heart chakra, on whatever chakra you feel like, on your head if you have a headache, and bring in the light, bring in the healing power that you have within. You can also clear away bad energy this way. And the best place is to put them on your heart chakra, because the heart chakra is the connection to our spirit, right? It is the connection to the universe. So you can cleanse yourself with your own hands. You can center your own energy, uplift your own energy, receive messages. Another thing is the tingling test, or the tingling yes or no. I don't know what you call that, but you can put your hand out or just put it up in the air and you can ask a question. And if it's a yes, you ask for a tingling sensation in your finger. It can be whatever finger. It can be a whole hand tingling up. So that way you can also use your own power. Then we have Thyme. Again, I always feel like I pronounce this one wrong. This is a badass smoking herb. It works like white sage. Obviously you could use white sage, you can use Palo Santo. I didn't really choose to talk about them because we always talk about them, but Thyme is also cleanses your home, so you can just put it in your burner and again be safe, and just leave it in a room or walk around with it. Use a feather to to feather out the smell. It is very cleansing. Use it while you're sitting at your desk and writing, because it cleanses your mind, it refreshes your words. You can put it in salt baths. You can use it in so many ways. You can use it for channeling in communication. Again, if you do work, if you do, what was I trying to say? If you're doing writing work or talking, where you're talking, hold it or have it close to you. It is magical. Also, if you communicate with spirit, again, use it for channeling. People are working outside. Another thing is Passionflower. This one helps with anxiety, and it helps you if you are super sensitive to all energies. And sometimes this can be something that comes and goes, like our empathic sensitivity can be very, very heavy at times, and it can be not so heavy at other times. Again, sometimes I feel like the universe turns up our empathic feelings to test us, to be like, dig into this energy, learn how to handle the sensitivity. Because sometimes you can walk around and you can be sad and you're like bashing in yourself and you're angry at yourself, but then you realize that, hey, maybe this is actually not me. And if you are empathic, this energy, if you keep doing the thing where you actually blame yourself being anxious or fearful or whatever it is, it portrays itself in one way or another in your life. We can even again take on sickness this way. So again, it's so important to use these tools, especially when you're going through a transformation, especially in the end of the year, because again, it is all about releasing all the old baggage so that we can start anew. Again, a new chapter. 2022 is all about a new chapter. The last thing is a cat's claw, and this is not you going out and pulling out one of your cat's claws. No, this only works if it's claws that your cat naturally let go of. That is not what I was looking for. How do you say that? It fell off? Yeah. The same with Whiskers? Yeah. I have one from Moon that he lost. It has to be one that you find, because it's like something that's given to you. It doesn't help if you pull it out. I am just saying that. That can have the opposite cursing effect on you. So only use things that you find on the ground that your cats shed off. I know this might be a little, you know, tricky for people who might not have cats, but you know, if you have, and if you find it, you can use it. Because in the old days, also in these days, the witches use this for abundance spells. So you can put it in a jar, you can again put it in a little pile when you are doing manifestation, or if you're doing sympathetic magic. You don't have to burn it, you just have to use it in a little jar or in a little box. You can keep it and then take it out every time you do some spells. It also helps you release negative energy. It keeps away enemies, especially because again, a claw, you know, it's like a defensive kind of thing that a cat has, right? They get pulled out if there is something that is, yeah. And with the whiskers, you know, it helps a cat find its way in the dark. So it's very symbolic. You can probably also use your dog's whiskers or claws. I haven't heard about it, but you know, maybe. But a cat is just very symbolized of, it is a symbol of witches and witchcraft, right? In ancient Egypt, they had cats. The Vikings used cats. Did you know that in the old days with the Vikings, when they got married, the husband gave them a cat. Now I can't remember why, but there is a very beautiful story behind that. But I will see if I can find it and make a video about it. But I actually think this is going to be it for today, people. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was very fun. There's so many things, so I just picked out whatever, you know, was on my mind for now. So if you guys want to have more videos where I talk about tips and tricks for empaths or witchy things, let me know. If you have used one of these things, let me know in a comment. And again, if you have an idea of something I should do, let me know as well. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow. You got the white knuckles holding on a tie, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in.